Anyone and everyone can channel. It's a very natural process that's available to all human beings. Most human beings already channel on some level without necessarily realizing it or identifying it as such. Channeling can express itself in many forms. Spoken word. It can come as impulses or messages within that come like thoughts. It can be expressed through music, through artistic expression. Sometimes when a person describes being in the zone, that is a form of channeling. Channeling is just merging with the higher version of yourself, the non-physical consciousness that is you, that is not within your body, and also with consciousness outside of yourself. It may be physical or non-physical consciousness. If it's physical, it could be with other people on this earth or other beings in other dimensional realms. Channeling is just the act of receiving and understanding and possibly expressing information. Often humans like to label things as mysterious when they do not understand them, or more often if they cannot perceive them through their usual 5 senses. If something cannot be seen or felt or heard, then it's not given the validation that maybe it deserves. During your lifetime, in the next few decades on this earth, the act of channeling in all its forms will become recognized and accepted as a very natural part of the human state. There are 2 reasons for this. One, the consciousness of humanity is awakening. Your frequency is rising, therefore that connection that will enable you to identify with channeled information is becoming easier and more available to you. And you are also ready to really identify and understand that there is so much information available to you. It is just that time on earth when people who have come forward and decided to live at this time want to do so with a heightened awareness, with a raised frequency. No longer do people want to live in this fog of 3rd dimensional reality where they believe themselves to be victims of circumstance, where they believe they have no power over their own destiny. They believe that results come from actions. This is becoming antiquated very quickly. There are still those upon this earth who firmly believe that everything that exists is that which can be perceived, and there is nothing more to life than meets the eye. You start with birth, you end with death. There are still many upon the earth who believe this. But over the next few generations, the understanding and the raised consciousness of humanity will become the predominant masses. Those being born now are being born with a memory of who they are, a memory of their past lives, a memory of what they came forth with an intention to achieve in this life, and the ability to perceive all of those lifetimes and the wholeness of who they are during this current life. That's huge. It's a big change for humanity. And there are many that have been born in the past few decades who also came forth with that intention. It's been a little more challenging for them to tread that path because they were born into a denser time where they did not have a conscious memory of where they came from or who they were. And so they've had to climb back up that ladder through experience, both challenging and uplifting during this lifetime. And people such as our channel Jessica, who we are speaking through now, are beginning to remember, or they have remembered, and they have that full awareness. They have that conscious merging of themselves, a part of them that is merged and focused into this physical body, and the broader, larger part of themselves that is aware of everything and understands everything and can communicate with everything, with every piece of consciousness within the universe. So that is where humanity is heading. And the first step to identifying your own ability to channel, to receive information, and to be able to validate that information for yourself is to just practice sitting quietly with yourself. Letting go of thought, letting go of judgments. Thoughts will come and go. Not getting too hung up on whether the thoughts are coming from your mind, your brain, your ego, your human consciousness, or whether they're coming from a higher place. It doesn't really matter. Just get used to being quiet with your eyes closed initially within yourself, and just feel into your heart. Breathe into your chest space, into that central area where your heart resides. It's your heart that communicates with the rest of the universe. That is where the vibrational frequency emits from. So just breathing into this heart space, making a habit, a daily habit of that process, and feeling what comes through you without expectation, without judgment. Be easy about it. We will speak more to the act of channeling in future transmissions, but for now, just get comfortable with the idea that you too can channel. You can receive the information and all of the answers that you need for yourself.